Building construction tools used in construction site. Bolster. Bolster is like chisel, but it is used to cut bricks. Its cutting edge is wider than the width of brick. It is useful for accurate cutting of brick. Concrete mixer. Concrete mixer is machine which makes ingredients water, fine aggregate, coarse aggregate and cement to deliver the perfectly mixed concrete. Crowbar. Crowbar is used for digging the ground and to remove the roots of trees in the ground, nails, etc. Drill machine. Drill machine is used to make holes in the walls, slabs, doors, window, frames, etc. Digging bar. Digging bar is solid metal rod with a pin shape at the bottom. It is also used to dig the hard surfaces ground. End frames. Their use is similar to the line and pins. But instead of pins, L-shaped frames are used at the end of thread, which hold the brick effectively and level the alignment accurately. Boning rods. Boning rods are made of wood and they are T-shape. They are used to level the excavated trench throughout its length. Minimum 3 boning rods are used to level the trench surface. Brick hammer. Brick hammer is used to cut the bricks and also used to push the bricks if they come out of the course line. Bump cutter. Bump cutter is used to level the concrete surfaces like concrete floors, foundation. It is also called secrete. Chan Lewis and Pen Lewis. Chan Lewis and Pen Lewis are two different tools which are used to lift heavy stone, especially in the construction of stone masonry. Chisel. Chisel is generally used in woodwork and this must be useful to remove the concrete bumps or excess concrete in hardened surface. Circular saw. Circular saw used to cut the wood boards, frames, etc. It is used when accurate cutting is required in less time. It is safer than hand saw. Float. Float is made of wood which is used to smoothen the plastered concrete surface. It contains handle on its top and a smooth wooden surface on its bottom. Gloves. Gloves are required to prevent the hands from direct contact with cement, paints, etc., and to avoid injury while using machines, tools, etc. Headpan. Headpan is made of iron which is used to lift the excavated soil or cement or concrete to find working site, etc. It is more commonly used in construction sites. Hoe. Hoe is also used to excavate the soil, but in this case, the metal plate is provided with acute angle to the wooden handle. Handsaw. Handsaw is used to cut the wood materials like doors, windows, slab, panels, etc. Jack plane. Jack plane is used in the woodwork to smoothen the surface of doors and windows, etc. Loader. Loader is also required in construction works to jack slab, work, to transport material to the higher floors, to point the walls, etc. Line and pins. Line and pins consist a thread whose end are connected with two solid metal rods with pinpoints. It is used to level the alignment of brick cores while brick laying. Measuring box. Measuring box is used to measure the quantity of sand and aggregate used for making concrete. It is of fixed dimension, so aggregate not to be weighted for every time. The general dimension of a measuring base are 300 mm into 300 mm into 400 mm, obviously length, width and depth. The volume of measuring box is generally 1 cubic feet, which makes it easy to measure concrete ratio or mortar ratio. Mason square. Mason square is used to achieve perfect right angle at the corner of masonry wall. It is L-shaped. First course is laid properly using mason square. Then, based on the first remaining layer of bricks, are set out. Measuring wheel. Measuring wheel is used to measure the distance or length. It contains a heel of known diameter which record the number of complete revolution from which the distance can be measured. It makes the work easier. Measuring tape. Measuring tape is used to check the thickness, length, width of masonry walls, foundation, beds, excavated trenches, etc. Plumb bob. Plumb bob is used to check the verticality of a structure. It contains a solid metal bob connected to the end of a thread. It is also used in surveying to level the instrument position. Pickaxe. Pickaxes are used to excavate the soil. It is more suitable for hard soil which is quite difficult to dig with spade or hoe. Polisher. Polisher is used to smoothen the surface of tiles, woodworks, etc. The smoothing makes them shine and the process is called polishing. Plumb rule. Plumb rule is used to check the vertical line of wall, whether it is perfect vertical or not. It contains a straight wood board with uniform edges on its center. A groove is provided in which plumb bob is situated. When the rule is placed vertically with the wall, the plumb bob should be in the groove line. Otherwise, the wall will not be vertical. Earth rammer. After the excavation of ground, the lower surface may be uneven. To level the surface, earth rammer is used. It contains big square shaped block at its end with which the ground is leveled. Petty knife. Petty knife is used level the putty finishing and also used to reduce the thickness of finish when it is more thick. Safety glasses. To prevent the eyes from dust, chemical, actions of material, etc., safety glasses should be maintained. Rubber boots. During construction works, legs may damage due to contact with chemical materials like cement or physical accidents. So, for safety, rubber shoes are required. Sand screen machine. The fine aggregate used in concrete should not contain impurities or coarse particles. The sand screen machine is used to screen the sand or fine aggregate before mixing it with concrete. This screen is also used for screening fine sand for plastering work. Safety helmet. The safety helmet should be necessary in construction works. Any material or structure may fall from height during construction work. So, to protect the head from injury or any fatal accident, this safety helmet should be used. Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer is used when the ground is hard and contains rock layers. A large weighted metal head is provided at the wooden handle with which hard layers can be cracked, which makes easy for digging. Scratchers. Plastering of a surface is carried out layers wise. Minimum 2 coats are necessary for plastering. To provide the good bond between the coats, bottom layer is scratched with a tool called scratchers. Sprit level. Sprit level is of wood or hard plastic with bubble tube in the middle. The bubble tube is filled with alcohol partially, so the air bubble is formed in it. Sprit level is used in brick masonry to check the level of the surface. The sprit level is placed on surface. The sprit level is placed on surface and bubble is checked. Spade. A spade is used to dig the soil for trenches, foundation trench, etc. It contains metal plate at the end of long wooden handle. Tile cutter. Tile cutter is used to cut the tiles. Sometimes normal tile size is larger than required at the corner where floor meets the wall. In that case, tile cutter is useful. Straight edge brushes. Straight edge brushes are used to provide finishing to the plastered surface, especially at corner and edge of walls.